Maybe I need to talk into this. Good evening. This year's recipient of the Outstanding Young Breeder Award goes to Kenneth John Beneke. And I'd like to just give you a quick little story. I felt maybe I wasn't qualified to give this award, so I approached Henry's brother, George, and asked him if he'd be available. And George said, well, he'd like to, but he's going to be out of town. But as he thought about it, he said, this is really no accident. He said, over 50 years ago, and he commenced to tell me the story, he says, my father, Joe Beneke, and Carol's father, Harry Hendrickson, were in New York City in the food business, and they got together, and as many of you would know, it was a planned mating. And one of them had a son and the other one had a daughter, and they thought they would match up pretty good. The only thing was, as many of you can realize, that Henry had to wait quite some time because Carol is a lot younger than Henry. Anyway, my friend Kenneth Beneke first got his interest in agriculture, being born on the farm there in eastern New York, working as a youngster and being raised there with his father and his grandfather. And he really learned to appreciate not just the Holstein cow, but the land itself and farming the land. And after graduating from high school, he went off to school in Randolph, Vermont, an ag school, played a little more basketball there, and that school ended up taking him to California, to Cal Poly, where he ended up in Cal Poly actually staying there for a short time and being a herdsman out there. And it was at that time as a herdsman at Cal Poly, at the herd there, that he realized that there was other cattle just besides Holstein, and he got quite an admiration for the Jersey cow. He then returned back home, and quickly he put what he had learned into use, changing the facilities to what many of us have learned, a much more comfortable facility, redoing the cow barn, redoing the heifer facility, and doing the breeding on the cattle, all the mating. And in that period of time, he managed to breed 2 heifers that ended up being All-American for the Holstein breed. And he had plenty other nominations. And as many of us here are aware, he had lots of All-New York awards. He bred many excellent cows, and he bred some cows, Holstein cows, up to as high as a score of 94 points. He's actually bred 3 cows that have milked over 50,000 pounds of milk. During this period of time, Kenneth has had the opportunity to be partners with cattle, or with people that are no odd names to us, and one being Peter Heffring, and another one at this particular time would be Peter Vale, who Kenneth and Peter started the Oblong Valley sale, or herd, which they dispersed a few years ago. And if you look in the Holstein world and the All-American Jersey contest on the H cow page, there are 2 cows there that came from the Oblong herd that are on that page. Out of 6 cows being nominated All-American, 2 of them came from that herd. Kenneth today is in partners to some extent with a gentleman by the name of Francis Gomez, who many of the young people here may not recognize that name, but those of you a little older do. And I mention these 3 men because it's by knowing them and their names, you realize the confidence that they have in this young man to own cattle with him and to allow him to care for their cattle. As economic things have changed for many of us in the industry, this young man, Kenneth, has tried many various things to help out the income. Besides just feeding and caring for the 300 head of cattle, he's sold compost, sold gravel, hay, straw, corn stalks, And if you were in the panel discussion today, you'll notice that he actually has quite a sweet corn business, and he managed to put the young Perotti boy out of business. Anyway, he has farm-fed beef, pork, and he leases out hunting rights on the farm. Kenneth shares some of the same dreams as I know many of you in this room share, and that is that someday he might be able or privileged enough to breed that cow that might get to do the last dance on the colored shavings in Madison, Wisconsin. And so as a personal friend, Kenneth, congratulations, and we have a little something up here for you.
I was tired of picking it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you everybody, especially to Cooner for having the courage to do this. Actually, I haven't been at a state convention for over, probably 15, 16 years now, since the last time my dad had Master Breeder. But I definitely want to thank the voters that voted for me for this award, and I'm pretty humbled and honored to receive this. All the people that have got it before me, and I think there's a lot of people that, young breeders in this state, deserve it just as well as I do. So I'm pretty happy to be in part of that group. What else I got here? Kind of wrote this down a while ago. And probably to Cooner, the people that encouraged me to show cows and to learn to treat the land and to understand good cows is probably Cooner for one. Not only for just the cows, but just about life and people in general. Ray Vale, Jimmy Perotti. My Uncle George especially, for getting a phone call every couple days from Cal Poly when I had down Cal to help me out. And for my professor Stan Henderson at Cal Poly to just showing me what the breed was all about, and to Pete Vale for having that strength and to have the best jerseys in the country, which I thought, it was a great partnership. I'll never forget it. And Mom and Dad, you got to deal with me. And I really respect you too, and for Dad and my grandfather, just for setting a good base and what I did. So I thank you all.